ladies and gentlemen, to the Armor of God podcast. In this, we're going to have a series on the armor of God. Let's read why the armor of God is mentioned. Ephesians 6:10-18. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in His mighty power. Put on the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you have done everything to stand firm then, with the belt of truth buckled around your waist, with the breastplate of righteousness in place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes with the gospel of peace. In addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, with which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God, and pray in the Spirit on all occasions with all kinds of prayers and requests. With this in mind, be alert always. Keep on praying for all the Lord's people. Now, most people focus on the belt, like the chronology. This is this Bible is written in. What we are going to do is we are going to look from the feet up. Let's start off with the shoes. So let's read this. Let's focus on what the Bible talks about the shoes here. Actually, before the shoes are even mentioned, it technically talks about the shoes, because I want you to look at how this was written, the context basically. When Paul was writing Ephesians, he was chained to a Roman soldier. The thing about this is, he would every day and night, when he eats, when he sleeps, he's looking at this Roman soldier's armor. And one note I want you to take: a Roman soldier always wears that armor, and no matter what, because you don't know when you're gonna be ambushed by the enemy. Then you just have to grab your shield, grab your spear, go for battle. Boom. And the thing is, that's why it says, and pray in the Spirit on all occasions, with all kinds of prayer and request. With this in mind, be alert and always keep on praying for all the Lord's people. So that's one verse 18 really shines light on this. Okay, so let's keep paying attention here and look at why the shoes are mentioned. And let's see. Now, where is it mentioned? Well, it says after the belt of truth and the breastplate of righteousness, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes with the gospel of peace. Verse 15 talks about it, but actually it talks about the feet before itself. You might be like, what? Well, let me explain through how the Roman soldiers will do this. By seeing this Roman soldier day and night, he must have gotten inspired for the armor of God. Now, think about the shoes of a Roman legionary would be called sandals. Now, the thing about the sandals is, sometimes Romans would just win battles by marching. That's because you have to walk. To be a Roman soldier, you have to walk so and so distances. And the thing is, the sound would be terrifying. The sound would be mainly made by the belt, but that's for another episode. At the bottom of these shoes would be nails, nail-like things, or that means that would give you a grip on the ground. One Roman person wrote that Never upset a Roman, or else he'll kick you, and that kick would be dangerous, because the shoe would be like kind of like modern sports shoes. If you're a sports person, think of your shoe like that. It would be the shoe would be the thing that makes them stand firm. So when they throw a sword at you, you don't shake. You're like boom. It's really most likely for the guy who threw the sword that way. So, and the thing is, and your feet fitted with the readiness that comes. So it has to be fitted. Why? Because the way you wear a sandal is actually interesting. If you wear sandals, you have to look at that. Okay. Now, you might say, okay, now can you explain me this whole thing? Well, let's go back before this is all mentioned. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take stand. You have to take a stand against the devil's evil schemes. Before you can fight, you have to take a stand. So you have to stand firm against the devil's lying, evolutionary, otherworldly religions to fight. And what should you stand on? Stand firm in the gospel, with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. Many people are going out there saying war, war, war. The gospel brings peace to everyone. The thing is, in the shoes will have gaps in them to make sure your leg is ventilated actually, yeah? Because who likes sweaty legs? So you have to constantly breathe in the air, the livingness of God, and that is the shoes of the gospel of peace. See you in the next episode, folks.